Good morning, everybody. My name is Dr. Todd Lloyd, and this is another episode of Chiropractic Crack and Coffee. I've got my chiropractic on my laptop. It's going to show us some crack, and I've got my coffee. And the purpose of these videos, of course, is for education. I'd like to know what my colleagues are doing out in the field, what kind of techniques they're using that I'm not using. Are they any good? And what can I learn from them? Also, I'd like to do a little bit of a critique, and I'd like to take a tour of their office to see what I like about it and what I don't like about it. What can I do to improve my own practice? And what can they do to improve their practice? So today I am reviewing a video by Dr. Scott Hoar. I don't know if I've reviewed him or not yet. Let's see where he's located. Dr. Scott Hoar, mobility-forlife.com. I'll look that up later. He does chiropractic and sports medicine. He kind of looks familiar, but I'm not sure if I reviewed him or not. He is adjusting a dance pro. She's going to get a loud crack for her neck and shoulder pain. Great. This channel is called Neck.Tips, so maybe we can learn a few things about neck and shoulder pain. It's what I like to hear about. So let's go into this.
Hi, this is Dr. Scott Hoar, and this week's Treatment Tuesday is going to be with Amanda Whitney. Amanda comes to us from the Delray Ballroom in Delray Beach, Florida.
Nice.
And Amanda, why don't you tell us, what do you got going on? Does that feel tight to you?
Oh, yeah. I don't even know what to do about that. I've tried stretching and everything.
Dr. Scott Hoar knows what to do about that.
What don't I have going on? I have some stiffness in my neck and my shoulder, and it's starting to affect just how I do my work and really every day.
You got it, though. Whatever you're doing, that's...
I like how these videos are edited so far.
How long have you had this stuff going on?
Well, I'm embarrassed to say it's probably been like 10 years. It's kind of chronic. Some days are better than others. It really does affect me. So I would say probably something that's gotten a little bit worse over time.
So we did look at her x-ray, and we did a full examination on her. And one of the things we noticed was a little bit of a trouble spot, some degeneration in the lower part of her neck. Did anything happen 10 years ago?
I was in a lot of sports.
So far, really good pacing and editing this video, cutting back and forth, and he's given some background on what he's done with her. He's already done x-rays on her. He's already done an examination. And now, as the video is rolling, he's kind of palpating her neck to see how things are moving. And I already get the impression that he's going to do a good job with her. I really like his style. He's got some scrubs on. I've never worn scrubs, but they look pretty comfortable. I wear a button-up shirt at the office. It's always a white shirt. It's like my uniform. The reason why I always wear a white shirt as my uniform is I never have to think about what I need to wear that day. It's kind of it takes the mind share off of what to wear that day out of the picture. So it kind of frees my mind for other things to do. Let's continue. He's got a microphone, a lapel microphone on the patient. I feel like we've seen him before.
I was a power lifter.
They both have a microphone. They're both mic'd up.
Anything extreme.
That's another tight spot too, huh?
That's like the big one, like that here.
He's got this big microphone.
I don't have to tell you. Obviously, you just found that.
What sort of activities do you notice get affected?
Sometimes I know a little bit of weakness if I look up or just really lifting up the left shoulder, which is huge in what I do as a ballroom dancer.
Sure.
At this point, I basically try to avoid anything overusing the left shoulder. By overcompensating using other muscles or other sides of my body, sometimes the pain will switch. So at this point, I would just like to kind of get to the root of it and figure out what I can do.
What have you tried so far?
I've tried stretching, strengthening my back muscles, meditation, breath therapy. I've tried another chiropractor.
What was that process like for you?
And maybe there's a little bit of fear factor in that, but...
Do you have a fear factor right now?
A little bit.
Okay. When I grab it, does it shoot down your arm or anything like that?
No, when you grab it, it feels great. Like it kind of
hurts so good?
hurts so good.
Have you ever gotten a specific diagnosis of what's going on with
So far I like what he's doing, and I think it looks like it's a lower neck issue for her. That she's feeling it in the neck. It feels better when he compresses that area with his hands. And it's causing weakness in the shoulders. She's trying to rehab the shoulders, but there's a problem in the neck that's creating interference with the way the shoulder is working. It's like creating some kind of short in the electrical system. It doesn't allow the shoulder to rise and move very well. All right, so he's getting into the low back. He's stretching it.
Your arm. You okay?
Yeah.
He's adjusting it. Yeah, he's way up into the thoracolumbar junction.
Do you
with
get
that.
all the cracks in? Like, does it show them?
Like all the sounds? Is that what you meant?
Yeah.
So yeah, we get majority of them. Pushing down. Don't let me go.
Hip
But
flexor
yeah, I
strong
actually have
again.
a little issues in my lower back, which is it's not the norm for me.
Do you have any concerns getting adjusted?
A little bit. I'm very excited for it because I would definitely want the results, but
Hashtag hurt so good.
There you go.
Thanks, Dr. Hoar.
Anytime. So what we're going to do is I'm going to do the
Great editing
examination
on
on
this
you,
video.
figure out what's going on with your neck and your shoulders, and then we'll do the chiropractic treatment first. And then as soon as we're done, then there's this little window for about 30 to 60 minutes where your body is very, very balanced. So during that window, we do progressive rehabilitation,
Nice.
which are exercises and stretches designed to change how you move and control your body so that we have lasting improvements after we're done here today. Okay?
oh, that sounds great.
Good job,
Certainly
Doc.
have a restriction there.
Yep.
After you get adjusted, your body is adapting to the way things are moving. Everything's balanced out, and that's when everything's balanced out and everything is going to be strong and moving well, that's when they do the progressive rehabilitation. I'm wondering if they're going to show what the rehab is like. In my experience in the neck, you just kind of want to leave it alone, but maybe they want to do some shoulder stuff, which would be really cool to do. So he's stretching her out. Let's go
Oh,
back.
that was easier than I thought.
Let's go back.
So I'm going to adjust that segment right here.
Okay.
Here comes the
All
adjustment.
right. And you're a little nervous, right?
I'm nervous, yeah, because it's just tight in general.
I'm getting nervous too.
Here. There you go.
That's good. All right. Right there. Can you feel what I'm talking about? That
Yes.
little.
Yeah, it's restricted.
Oh. Good.
Oh, that was easier than I thought.
And look how much better it moves.
That's cool.
Yeah. That was a lot easier than I thought.
Not the lower
I
neck.
said I'm a little more nervous.
That was more upper neck. Looks like he's up at C2.
All right, drop. Good.
It's better than I thought, too.
He was talking about doing a lower neck adjustment, but that looked way high, even though she's bent to the side a lot.
A little traction.
When you bend the neck to the side a lot, that's going to isolate the lower parts of the neck. But his contact was way up on C2. He's going to get a really nice adjustment, a nice sound out of that with that, but I don't know if he's moving the lower neck like he should, which kind of troubles me because I'd like to see him get into the lower neck targeted better. I could be wrong. He's the one who's doing the adjustments and he's the one who's got the x-rays, but that's my observation. If you want to get to the lower neck, you want to contact the lower neck and get that lateral flexion in there, get that side bending to adjust it. In the upper neck is involved with more of that rotation. So if he wants to adjust the upper neck, it's going to be rotation, and you'll see improvement with rotation. When you have restriction in lateral flexion, then you want to adjust the lower neck, and after you adjust the lower neck, you're going to see that improvement with side bending. Let's continue.
All right, now I'm going to do a series of muscle tests, and that'll kind of tell me which joints need attention, which nerves need attention during this process of dealing with your neck and your shoulder, okay?
Okay.
I'm going to tilt your head over here. I'm going to push your head here and push your shoulder there, kind of away from each other.
Okay.
So don't let me do that, okay?
Okay.
Ready, go. And again,
Ooh, he just jumped right in there.
and that's
Okay.
pretty weak,
Trapezius.
isn't it?
Yeah.
Here and here, same deal. Ready, go. And that's stronger, isn't it?
Yes.
So we're going to adjust a little bit lower on your neck.
Okay,
Over
C4.
there. And we're not expecting the big pops and cracks like we just got.
Okay.
Because we already adjusted. Okay. All right. Hold it right there. I'm going to push here and here. Don't let me. Ready? Go. And
Strong.
it's stronger, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yes,
Now we're gonna go
I
over
remember reviewing Dr. Hoar's videos, and I liked his approach back then too. He does a great job checking muscles and checking for unstable joints that can make a muscle go weak. It's so good. So you just check the coracobrachialis, where you bring the arm up. I'm too high, but it's about right here. Pushing down, to check the coracobrachialis, which can challenge the AC joint. There he is adjusting the AC joint, retesting the coracobrachialis, stronger. So he's setting up that strong foundation so she can rehab it. So he's doing some intrinsic hand muscle testing. Thumb pinky muscle test, C8T1 nerve root. Is he going to adjust that too?
So that nerve is the C8T1 nerve that we're testing. So I'm going to adjust this area right here.
Will that improve it?
How do you know? Like, that's like, okay. I'll just.
Thumb pinky.
Okay.
Pulling apart. Ready? Go. That better, yeah?
She likes to
Wow.
know.
Good. All right, now I'm going to pull your elbow up here.
All right, this is his rhomboid test.
Now you know what I'm doing.
Rhomboid's
Ready? Go.
attached to
Not good.
scapula,
All right, so we're going to do another
shoulder
test.
blade
This
to
one
the
is gonna be a
spine.
little more like armpit and rib cage and shoulder girdle stuff. So what I want you to do is put your left palm on your ear. I'm going to stick my thumb right in your armpit, wrap my hand around your shoulder blade.
There we go. Okay, just that.
Okay, just go put your left hand on your ear. Good.
My man.
Good. And I'm going to thrust down there like that.
Okay.
Deep breath. Breathe out. Good.
Oh, that was great. What
Yeah.
was that?
That's a good
That
adjustment.
was great. Okay.
Good job, Dr. Hoar.
We'll do the muscle test. I'm going to pull out. Don't
Very
let.
strong. Okay.
Ready? Go.
Okay.
Much better. So then
I'm cured, doctor. Okay. Now that
Oh,
felt
he's
really
not done with you yet.
muscle test. I'm going to push out like that. Don't let me.
Okay, I'm
Ready?
gonna
Go.
try it.
Doing the pec test.
Yeah, it's not good, is it?
Weak
Push it
left
out like
pec
that.
major,
Okay,
clavicular
go.
strength test.
Yeah, not so good. All right, so that indicates your pecs are a little bit weak. So what I'm going to do is an adjustment where your sternum and your ribs meet each other. Okay, so I'm going to go
Okay.
right in here and we'll do an adjustment. And frankly, this one doesn't feel great. Good. Hold it right there.
So he's just adjusted the
Push it out
collarbone
there.
right there,
Go. Good. Pushing that way. Don't let me-
making the muscle test strong
Yeah.
again.
Yes.
All right, good. Do a big old hug.
Okay.
Maintain your hug.
Oh, he does a lot to his patients, though. Anterior dorsals.
Sit your head up off the table.
They used to call the thoracic spine the dorsal spine, and they call this the anterior dorsal adjustment, which always disturbed me because when I entered school, nobody was calling
Hello,
them
I'm Dr.
dorsals.
Rev, and I'm here today to tell you that terrible automatic captions.
He's got ads. He's monetized his videos. We're halfway through. This is the 9-minute mark of a 20-minute video. If this is a 20-minute patient encounter, he's spending a lot of time with them, especially if he's doing rehab after the visit. For me, I'd like to see a little bit better flow through the patient encounter. Of course, he is sprinkling in a little bit of that patient history at the beginning of the video and some patient education too.
Okay, awesome.
Make sense?
Yes.
All right. Make fist. Pushing
He's
down
doing
the
the same
leg.
thing on the other side.
And again.
The coracobrachialis.
Huh?
Well, I thought I.
You thought it was stronger?
Oh.
We'll do the lower part of your neck right there. Good. Fist.
Very
Pushing down the leg.
meticulous.
Nice and strong.
Okay.
Thumb, pinky, pull it apart.
I get the impression that he's probably built a name for himself. He's doing these videos because his videos are really good. I'm wondering what he charges for these
Not good.
long
Right palm on
visits.
your ear.
I've heard that some of the other chiropractic YouTubers will have a fee for a patient who does not want to be videoed and a separate fee if you want to have your video done. It's like half.
Okay, just not anymore, actually.
It looks like she's had enough.
All right, pulling your elbow out.
Okay.
Don't
But I guess there's an
Okay.
incentive if you want to pay less for your long 20-minute
not
visit.
there. Okay.
Then
We're gonna do one
you
more time.
you can
Okay.
pay less if you get your video done. That becomes a win-win situation because these doctors make so much out of all these
A little
views.
bit.
How many views does he have?
I wouldn't say.
He's got 200,000 views, 45,000 subscribers. This is for this one video only. And this is in March before shelter in place.
Pulling the elbow out.
So this is the video that just
Okay.
keeps on giving
Much stronger.
I don't even need to go.
because he's
down.
got the
I just need to get
advertisement in the
adjusted.
middle.
We'll just do
Okay.
this 5 times.
And he's
a week.
also
Yeah.
All right.
preventing a great name for himself because he does such a good job. Like, if I were visiting his town and I didn't know any chiropractors there, and I saw this video, and he's working on the ribs, he's working on the shoulder girdle, he's testing and retesting, yeah, I would probably go see him to get adjusted.
Do it with some pinky.
Even though, for me, I like a faster encounter.
Good thing I wear stretchy pants.
Yes.
All right, the other thing that bothers me about this, though, is that he's got a portable table. I'm not sure. I think he's the guy who does this in his waiting room because there's so much natural light coming in through the windows.
Yeah.
And that's probably why he's got a portable table set up.
We're gonna do a little bit of mobilization.
But also he's got his kettlebells in there and some rehab stuff, so maybe that is his treatment room.
Okay, good.
I'd like to see better standards for these guys to have a more of a stationary chiropractic table.
Same thing over here.
It just is so better for your
Yeah.
professionalism.
That's not the problem.
You can see his front door and his window with the decal. So I'm wondering if he just has like a
Yeah.
400 square foot office, or if he's just in the front lobby to do these videos.
Okay.
That carpet
Much better.
is
Pushing down.
an interesting choice. I feel like I'd tear that up real fast
No, don't let me.
with all the traffic coming through.
Okay. Turn, face this way. See arm.
All right, weak hip flexors.
Turn head towards me. Scoot your just a little bit.
We're gonna work on the lumbar spine. Kick move. Yeah, that's pretty good. All you gotta do, she's like 20 years old, and she's so flexible. It's just so easy to get that audible pop
Okay.
Go.
out of the low back like that.
Good.
All you gotta do is really stretch them out and go. Bop, 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 bop.
Very good. Pushing down and in. Don't let me. Ready? Go. Good.
Kind of weak still.
Down and in. Don't let me go.
Weak.
Okay. Turn, face this way.
Hip abductor.
Yes, sir.
I don't know. That seems awfully specific for what he just did. Is it L5? That's not L5. He's kind of mobilizing the whole low back.
Okay. Lean your back.
I'd like to see him be more specific on his adjustments,
Push down and
honestly.
in. Don't let me go. Okay.
He
Very
claims it's
good.
stronger. I don't know. It kind of looks the same.
We'll do a quick little. your
So I
right
guess we have to
foot.
give these guys a little bit of artistic license to call something strong
Sometime- I mean,
when it's been
not
weak
something that,
before.
Like, actively bothers me, but
I'm gonna give it a quick little yank here.
Yeah, nice.
Good.
okay, that's a first for me, I think.
Okay. Actually, I want to check something.
Oh, that is a.
You're not.
What kind of table? That's a different
I feel like I
table.
don't feel a lot of tension or stiffness.
He's in his rehab room.
band in there. But
Sometimes, like, I don't know now.
He's spending his entire day with his patient.
But sometimes when I lift my arm or try to do things, it'll kind of like pop in and out of place. It feels like
here, straighten your hand.
this.
I'm gonna pull towards me. Don't
Okay.
let me go.
Biceps.
Yeah, so that's kind of popping out.
Right.
I get what you're saying.
That's where, yeah.
So that's your bicipital tendon, and it can do exactly what you just said. Just kind of pop out. So we're gonna make sure it's not.
I don't think it's popping out.
One more here. Good. Yeah, it's not. It doesn't feel good.
That's like
Put
an
your
old-
hand straight.
That's an old
Towards me.
chiropractic
Don't
thing
let me
from
go.
like 30 years ago, where the
There you go.
the
That's
biceps
stronger.
tendon will pop out.
All
of
right.
the
So
groove.
now that
I don't
we've
think
done the
that really
chiropractic
happens.
part, we're a lot more balanced.
But what
right?
happens
there's a lot
is-
less tension. There's a lot less discomfort.
You know, the shoulder joint kind of gets off its axis, and it can make things like that weak because the biceps tendon goes right into a groove in the glenohumeral joint, where the shoulder, that's the shoulder joint proper, and it will create problems if the ball and socket part of the shoulder is rolled out of place.
So you should do this exercise.
What exercise is this?
It always hurt before you showed me this.
By
Right.
squeezing your knees together, you're engaging your stabilizing forces of your spine. And then by doing the proper neck mechanics, your cervical spine flexion is great.
Awesome.
So that's your exercise. And the more you do it, the more this new muscle memory becomes your normal muscle memory.
Okay, awesome. Thank you.
Keep this neutral, squeeze this,
Okay, no, it's great. I get
and
it.
relax. So do 10 of those. So the exercises, you want to do about 1 set of 10,
10.
probably about 3 times a day.
Good, Doc.
Do you feel like you're getting stronger here?
Yeah, I feel like it's coming from a different place now that I'm doing this.
Okay.
Which is good. I mean, it feels more right, if that makes any sense.
Yeah, that's good.
I'm going to try the exercise myself.
Obviously, don't miss the pointed toe.
Yeah.
'Cause I'm a ballroom dancer.
She's not screwing around.
Yeah, at
You're the
least-
first person ever, when I say lift up 1 inch, actually lifts up 1 inch.
Oh.
Typically it's like 9.
So you lift your leg
Yeah.
on the opposite side. That engages the core. She's probably tightening her
I
core.
totally get it, though. This is great.
And now she's
It
got
seems
her
so simple,
shoulder up,
but, like, no one's ever
pressing
shown me
the,
this
the
before.
arm into the table.
Okay, so that's our treatment today. Amanda, what was that like?
It was great. I was a little bit nervous in the beginning, and then after we went through some of the adjustments,
He didn't even tell me he had a 15 before he threw a 20 or 25 on me.
correct.
I mean, I felt immediately better after each different thing that you did, and exercises that we did afterwards, I feel like that would really help me. Never had anybody show me that way. It was effective, but it was simple, so I thought it was going to be a little bit more complex.
Well, we're not very complex around here. I'm gonna put my fist between your knees.
Okay.
Try to break my fist. Good. Keep.
He must be into the
That's one of the cool things about the
outtakes.
system we use for the treatment is instant feedback on, did this work or not? Pressing reset buttons throughout your body. And then through the progressive rehabilitation, you're actually learning how to change how you move so that you're not 10 years from now still saying, oh, I've had this neck shoulder thing for about 20 years.
Right.
You know, so if you no longer had to deal with this neck and shoulder thing, what would that look like in your life?
It really kind of gave me a dull chronic frustration, so I
Yeah.
think it would just give me a little bit of levity to my life, probably. We all try to be professional, and I try to give everything that I can. I don't know if they know that there's a brighter version. I'm really looking forward to seeing these exercises that I won't have such a discomfort after the movement and lesson.
Sure.
So, and I
Great.
definitely think, knowing going into that, feeling more confident and just getting strength in the shoulder, I definitely think that I'll feel better about it. If I feel better about it, they're going to appreciate.
You have really good range of motion. You do not have the stability and strength that you probably did have in the past.
Strength and stability.
And that's the sort of thing we can address.
That's what we need to
can
work on.
stabilize your shoulder so that maybe it's not perfect, but we restore confidence, comfort, strength, stability to the area. That's really what we're looking to do. Do the exercises before you're active, whether it's a workout or a lesson, or if you know you're going to play with your kids and you're going to be holding them or whatever.
Always.
So he's recommending the stabilization exercises before she does an activity. That's a good idea. Kind of get that stabilization in there, get the muscles to contract and coordinate to stabilize the spine and the shoulder. Probably more the shoulder. It seems like she's got some shoulder instability now, like he said, compared to when she was younger. Now, I want to move on here, and I want to show this this graphic and this health and wellness idea I got from the University of Wisconsin Integrative Health Program. This is the concept of whole health. And this whole health approach, I guess, was founded at the Veterans Administration. There's a graphic for this. Here's the graphic. Whole health involves yourself at the core. And at the core, you need to gain this sense of mindful awareness. And then surrounding this mindful awareness, this self, this is you. You need to focus on yourself, your own health, and your own sense of being well-rounded. There's these principles of self-care. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 principles of self-care. 8 things to look at in your life to improve upon. So you take these 8 things and you can kind of self-assess what you are strong in and what you're weak in. And these things are this. We have personal development, and this is in your personal and work life. Nutrition, how you nourish and fuel yourself. Recharge, how much sleep you get, how much rest you have compared to physical activity and compared to stressful things in your life. Of course, we know how important sleep is. Family, friends, and coworkers, your relationships with the people around you. Spirit and soul. If you have meaning in your life and you know what your purpose is, it kind of gives you a better sense of spirit and soul. And this kind of goes with religion and without religion too. Mind and emotions are, how is your mindset? They put relaxing and healing down, but for me, you want to strengthen your mind by learning all the time. Always be learning, become a self-learner, engage with others to learn more, but also you need to heal your mind. So if you have a troubled mind, maybe you've got anxiety, maybe you've got a sense of uneasiness in your mind, how can you heal that? So there are ways to do that too. And then physical activity. This is the chiropractic stuff. This is your movement and flexibility. And these are what these guys are addressing in their videos. Are you flexible enough? How's your movement? Movement involves strength and mobility. So you need to have full range of motion of these joints in your body, and they need to be the muscles around the joints need to be strong. And this is a huge part of this whole health wellness graph. And of course, your surroundings, your emotional surroundings and your physical, I guess that kind of goes in with your relationships, but also in your home life, are you cluttered or are things neat and tidy? It makes a difference in your health. So that's self-care. These eight things in your life are self-care. Then you have professional care when you seek out for professional help. There's prevention and treatment, and there's also conventional versus complementary approaches. I think chiropractic care sort of straddles the line between the conventional medical care and alternative care. It's always been known as alternative care, but honestly, we are portal of entry providers. You don't need a referral to come see a chiropractor. And I think we're the gold standard for conservative spine care, where we improve flexibility, we improve strength. It's effective. People are satisfied when they have it done. The scope of chiropractic care is not just adjusting someone's spine, but it's also doing rehab exercises, providing nutritional guidance, and other parts of this whole self-care model. So that's professional care, that blue ring. And then the outer green ring is your community and your environment. These are things that you can have some control over and some not so much control over, but when you focus in on the core stuff, like Stephen Covey says, this is your circle of influence. It's yourself, it's your self-care. And then just outside your circle of influence is your professional care and your community. And as long as your core becomes stronger, you work on yourself, your circle of influence starts out small and becomes bigger as you can put more influence on those around you. So this is the whole health approach, and I think this ties in well with the chiropractic practice, getting excellent care done by people like Scott Hoar. I think I lost the YouTube video. Oh, there it is right there. Getting excellent care by people like Dr. Scott Hoar, and hopefully people at Rincon Chiropractic, where I work, does a lot for yourself. So once again, this is Dr. Todd Lloyd at my home studio in Sonoma, California, with my chiropractic, my crack, and my coffee. I'm not really doing crack, it just kind of sounds funny. I got my coffee, and this video is for educational purposes. Hope you enjoyed.